All right, hello, welcome back. So, in this video, we're going to talk about the top 3 reasons why you're not successful. So, stay tuned. I pull up the wrong screen. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do this live, but I'm trying to do it kind of like I was doing a video. Oh, I didn't even realize I had all these options. Y'all bear with me. I'm playing with the screen right now. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's do this one. All right, thank you so much, and let's do a come in and subscribe. How about that? Oh, that didn't work. Tap on the screen. Oh, there you go. Let's hit a subscribe, and throughout the video, how about this? How about let's do a like too? Is that asking too much? I don't think so. So, good morning to you if you're watching live. If you're watching later on, then good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever and wherever you may be watching. So, in this video, we're going to talk about the top 3 reasons why you are what? Not successful. And before we do that, let's cue the intro. OMG, why do I have so many pictures? Oh, this is cool. I didn't even know I could share with you guys. Okay, so for those that follow, I don't even know if y'all can see it right now, but let's add that. For those that follow, some of you guys know that we had the play this weekend. So this is one of the pictures from the play. As you can tell, Jennifer, like, she got beat up, and her character was a beat up person, which is remarkable. But let's cue the intro.
Subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe to our channel. Yes, subscribe to our channel. Say it again.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yes, subscribe.
Now, unfortunately, this is a new platform to me, and I don't know how to work everything off the bat, so just bear with me. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. I know that was a very long intro, especially for if you're new, okay? But let's talk about the top 3 reasons why you are not successful, and let's get right into it. Number 1, first, and these are in no particular order, and these are just things that I was thinking about, okay? Number one reason why you're not successful is you listen to the naysayers. You listen to the naysayers. You listen to the people that always tell you that you're not going to do it. You're not going to be successful. You can't do it, whatever. You're listening to them. And whether you are a prepper and you're trying to prep for doomsday, or just trying to put away things for a rainy day, or if you're starting a business and you're trying to leave your job, or you're trying to do something that's going to place your family and your legacy in a whole different level, you listen to the naysayers. And sometimes they do the naysaying real slick, and they'll say something like, are you sure you want to do such and such and such? Are you certain you want to go down that road? You know, now it's okay to have advisors in your corner. It's okay to have people that to advise you and see things differently. But what's not okay is for people to be around you and always be negative. So, my first piece of advice to you, if you listen to the naysayers, is one, stop listening to the naysayers and just do the doggone thing, okay? That's number 1. And number 2, a lot of the times the naysayers are the closest people to you. Sometimes the naysayer could be your spouse. Sometimes it could be parents, depending on how old you are. Sometimes it could be siblings. Sometimes the naysayers are your best friends. And I know from experience that the naysayer doesn't always, have to be negative. It just, well, I see everything that if you're not helping me, I see it as you trying to hurt me. That's just my personality. And I've always been that way. So, top reason why you're not successful, you listen to the naysayers. Number 2, this is a good one right here. Number 2, the second of the top 3 reasons why you are not successful is you have fear of success. I know y'all thought I was going to say you had a fear of failure, but no, you have the fear of success. You haven't really thought about it. and you really haven't played it out in your mind, what would happen and what could happen if whatever you're working on actually worked out. You haven't thought about it, because if you had, you would go non-stop to hitting that goal. So take a moment, whatever you're working on, whether it's buying you a piece of land, buying your first home, buying your first car, buying a car that you may need, starting a business, becoming a prepper, becoming a more successful prepper, starting a ministry. You know, I know I have a lot of faith-based people that watch me. So if you're trying to start your own ministry, whatever you're trying to do, really think about it, and then imagine everything working in your favor, and imagine everything working the way you would like for it to work, and then imagine more, imagine better, imagine faster. All right? And if you start doing that, and then you start writing down what it's going to look like, and you start really dreaming that thing out, guess what's going to happen? Hopefully that will spark and that will ignite the fire within you, because nothing can stop a person with a roaring, raging fire in the pit of their belly that's trying to hit a goal. Nothing can stop them. Okay, so keep that in mind. Think about, and I know she won't mind me using her as an example. And I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, the great pen woman, Michelle Wolf McGee, lady who just wrote, produced, and filled up an auditorium of 1,500 people that wrote the play this weekend that Jennifer and I were in. And I was talking to her, and she was like, "You really think that's gonna happen?" I said, "Yeah, I know it's gonna happen." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because it's you, and when you set your mind to it, and you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it." And I also told her this: the pace of the team is always set by the lead dog. What does that mean? If we're in a race, all right, and if we are on ice, the only way we're going to be able to race on ice is if we have a dog sled. They're like 9, I think 13, 21. I don't know how many dogs it is in a sledding race, or even if you're just trying to travel across ice. But the lead dog is the only dog that has a different view. Every other dog is watching the lead dog's butt, basically, because every other dog in that race is chasing the dog's butt in front of them. So the lead dog has to be out running like crazy. That's what they call the lead dog. So in that analogy, if you're trying to get something off the ground, if you're trying to do something great, you got to be the lead dog in the situation. I'm not calling you a dog. I'm just telling you in that analogy, that's what you got to do. You got to get out and you got to start running like crazy. Because if you start running like crazy, guess what's going to happen? People around you will see you, and they will start doing the same thing. They will start seeing and observing your work ethic, your diligence, and they will start joining you. I think Martin Luther said it best. If you want to fill up an auditorium, or if you want to fill up a church, I think he was talking about a church at the time. If you want to fill up an auditorium or a church or whatever, then go somewhere and set yourself on fire, and people will come from miles away to see you. So, what does that mean? Find the passion within and just go do it. Start doing it. You might not know everything to do. You may not even want to do everything that you have to do. But just set yourself on fire and just roll. Now, I'm not talking about going pour some lighter fluid on yourself and strike a match. That's not the fire I'm talking about, okay? I'm talking about find that burning desire within you. That's why I told you. Really think that thing out and think it out in success. Because if you think it out in success and the best case scenario, and you start writing that down, okay, what is this going to look like if I build this ministry? What is this going to look like if I go buy this land and I start working to get my homestead the way I want it? What is it going to look like if I really truly sink this money into this business and put all into this business? What is it going to look like? And I know we're a prepper channel, but I know everybody has life going on. And I want to be the kind of person on this channel that not only teaches prepping and teaches plant-based, but I want to give you guys some substance that's going to help you do the things successfully. That makes sense? All right. So number three of the top 3 reasons why you're not successful. Number 3 is self-doubt. Self-doubt, which really goes and plays into the first 2. The listening to the naysayers, it causes self-doubt. The fear of success causes self-doubt. You know, because instead of looking at success, what do most people do? They start looking at the failures. Oh God, what if it doesn't work? Dadgummit, what if it does work? What if it does work? That and you know what? That's the crazy part about everything I ever do. That's the first question I always ask. What if it works? Then I count the cost. I plan everything. First of all, I imagine, I'm like, okay, what if it works? And I imagine this grand, huge vision of it working. And then I count the cost of what it's going to get started. See, most people count the cost of the end result. Okay, for example, if you're trying to buy land and you're trying to build on it, you're trying to create a homestead, you know that's going to cost thousands of dollars. You know that. Most people see the thousands of dollars off the bat instead of seeing, oh well, you know what, I can. And I'm not talking about, you know, like 3,000 or 4,000. Building a homestead is going to cost you some money. It's going to cost, you know, 30, 60, 80, 100, $200,000. Most people see that number and it shakes them. But why don't you look at the starting number? What is it going to cost you to go somewhere and buy an acre of land? I know here they run anywhere between 8. Well, you can, if it's rural land, much cheaper. $500 can buy you an acre of land. You know, $1,000, $2,000 depending on if it's cleared or not. You know, so that's the start. That is the start. Now you have a starting point. How can you win a race? I want y'all to think about this. How can you win a race if you never start? I've never seen Usain Bolt win a race that he didn't start. I've never seen, when I was growing up, Carl Lewis was the speedster. I've never seen Carl Lewis, Jackie Joyner Kersey. Never seen her win a race. And a lot of y'all might not even know these names. FloJo. Never seen her win a race. Michael Jordan. Never seen him win a game that he didn't start. Okay? You got to start. Start somewhere. So, to recap, top 3 reasons why you're not successful. 1, you listen to the naysayers. 2, you have a fear of success. And 3, you have self-doubt. So, take this. Start dreaming. Start dreaming big. Imagine whatever you're working on. Imagine it on a grand level. Write down what it's going to look like, and then write down what it's going to take to get there. And get started. You cannot finish if you don't get started. So, as always, thank you guys for being here. Blow up the subscribe button. Look at it. I got my timing right. Blow up the subscribe button. Before you get off, hit the like. All right. If you've been helped and blessed, I need you to share. How about that? Why? Because sharing is caring. Y'all know that. And then always come back in and go either here, I think it is, or here. They're gonna pop up as I'm talking. And go back in and watch the videos again. And also, I'm going to start tagging the videos with my book, Yes, I Can't. I'm going to start tagging the videos with the book, Yes, I Can't, that I wrote last year. because I think it's going to be very, very beneficial to you. So, as always, we love you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your viewership. And I want you to do what this young lady says right here.
Subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe to our channel. Yes, subscribe to our channel. Say it again.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yes, subscribe.